Here, David Aldridge will join us momentarily from the sidelines. It'll be the Thunder off the tip. Outside Williams. From the wing. Eric Gordon with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And there's the 8. They have two of the deeper rosters in the NBA.
Well, we should recognize the front office doing just a great job, Kevin, of understanding that depth will win you championships and get you through a long season. They've done a great job of filling out these rosters with a ton of quality players.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. For the three. Williams, that's good.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Embid. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And looming large on the interior. Embid, hard to deny.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I was able to talk with Mark Dagnall for a minute. We talked about the game plan for Joel Embid. He told me Embid might be the hardest matchup in the league. We just have to try to make things difficult on him and make him work for every point. We'll see if they're up to it, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. After Kelly Oubre missed from long range.
Well, the size and skill of Dort is pretty unique. He can be really effective at any position on the floor.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. People in the know how good of a defender he is.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. After the miss from Joel Embid. Over Maxey. And there's another one for the Thunder.
There's a great pace to Gilgeous-Alexander's game. The mid-range fits well.
Here's George. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Holmgren wide open. Offline with his three. Pass to Maxey. It's stolen by Dort. They're running. Williams from outside. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Now, Gilgeous-Alexander, with that height at his position, allows him to do so many things other guys really pretty much dream of.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia. They trail by 7. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Back to Embid. Up and in, off to an efficient start and 2 for 3 from the field.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren from the arc. And Embid pulls it down.
Not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Embid the screen. To the inside. Good D by Holmgren.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Offline from the top of the key. Oubre outside. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Oubre Jr., difficult play there, but finds a way to get to the free throw line.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Thunder.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Outside, Dort. Pocket 6. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And stolen by Maxey. Now the 76ers on the break. 76ers moving the ball around. Now, here's George. Can't tie it up as that one misses. And stolen by Maxey. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Thunder out in front. They lead by a bucket.
The 76ers, 9.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Pretty prime example here of how to space the floor and do it correctly. When you do it, that's the kind of thing that happens.
Assertive move by Embid.
Oh, good execution there. Lowry with a pinpoint pass.
In recent years, Brent, we've seen Oklahoma City turn into a contender simply by developing their own young talent.
Yeah, blocks on sticks, on bricks, on blocks, and that's what they've done. They have not signed a free agent, big-name guy. They built from within. They built an incredible roster by drafting well and fostering the growth of these young players, along with the coach who has given them a lot of belief. It's been pretty magical in OKC.
Back to Oubre. On the wing, Gordon. Shot clock at 6. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Embiid knocks it home from distance.
Come on, Joel Embid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling. In a situation like that, you know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline.
Keep on dancing. You're on the big screen.
And Philadelphia making a change here.
Substitution on the court.
76ers on defense. There's the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Lowry picks him up. And it's good, 2 points. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Gilgeous-Alexander, fantastic concentration.
Inside, Embid. There's Embid with the dunk.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Here's Maxey. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 3-point 76ers lead. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. Caruso up top. Over Martin. Caruso, no good. Philadelphia leading by 3. Greg, they're in a rhythm offensively, really cooking.
And the opposition looks helpless to stop them right now.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
First personal foul.
Kevin, thank you. Jalen Williams is a do-it-all dynamo for the Thunder. Coach Mark Daigneault said, we've cross-matched him onto centers. He'll shift him to a point guard. It's hard to explain how impactful that is for you. You have a great offensive player that you're also moving all over the lineup. Kevin?
DA, the versatility. That is pretty special. Left side, Maxey. To the paint. Here's George. And stolen by Caruso. Floats it up there for Gilgeous-Alexander. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Lowry. Kicks it out to Maxey. Outside, George. Right block shot. The shot from the low post is good. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the 76ers. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the 76ers?
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm. And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Greg. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the boards from here on out? Maybe, just maybe. And we will have a timeout called by Nick Nurse. This will give them a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Here's Wallace. No good on the quick 3.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And the foul called on Cason Wallace. That's his first foul. George with the ball. Right side, Maxey. The tray. Just 5 to shoot. And it's George missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but looked like plenty of room.
Wallace. No good on the triple.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Outside, George. Drummond the screen. George with the bucket. George has got 6.
PG playing behind the pick and roll, able to use his size. And a pretty good decision that time with the basketball.
It's Williams with the drive. Lays it up off the glass.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Pass to George. Over Wallace. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. 76ers lead by 5.
24.
We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. And what about the evolution of Tyrese Maxey? Greg, according to him, he's just getting started.
Well, Kevin, I'd have to agree. I mean, he's got some big shoes to fill with James Harden leaving, but each year this guy has just gotten better. And not only has he matched Harden's production in Philadelphia, I think he's exceeded it.
Embid the screen. And the dunk by Embid.
And keeping that head on a swivel. Maxey anticipating his man to be there off that pick and roll and delivers a nice dime.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a two-pointer. Rebound by the 76ers. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul. Coming onto the floor for the 76ers.
Here's Lowry. Shot from the inbound. Again, Philadelphia.
That's Kyle Lowry just putting it all on the line, just outworking guys to get in that close.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Philadelphia leading by 11. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity. Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Pass to Embid. Over Hartenstein. Maxey looking it over. That's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Oubre outside. He's looking for Embid and finds him. Pass to Maxey. Out of bounds. Oklahoma City takes possession. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
You have a guard like Gilgeous-Alexander that fights inside. It can add some spunk to your team.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just one or two things to talk about. So both teams making some changes here. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking, I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
Pass to Williams. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. There's a screen by Williams. Holmgren in the corner. Lets it go with the three. And so George will bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Embid with it. Now George. Embid the screen. George with the bucket. And now it's an 11-point 76ers lead.
Just a sweet shot by George, so talented as a shooter.
Dort misses.
Well, that's not a shot he's ever going to pass up, and he shouldn't. Despite the miss, no defender anywhere near him. He's got to shoot that one.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Outside Lowry. Back to Embid. 6 to shoot.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
And he knocks down the first one.
Better than most centers from the line. Embiid exceptional with his hands.
And Embid drops them both.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. Here we are sizing up GA Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
There's 1:17 left in the third. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. From 13, Holmgren can't hit. Philadelphia leading by 10. Holmgren with the steal. And now Williams running the floor all by himself.
Some heads-up ball there from Dort.
Frank, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Maxey into the lane. Outside for Martin. To the middle. 5 to shoot. And Embid throws it down.
Well, no question, Joel Embiid is page 1 on the scouting report. Maybe page 2 and 3 as well. He is a handful.
Williams can't hit. Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's George. He's got 8. Back to Embid. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. And now it's a 12-point 76ers lead. A big-time effort for Joel. Joel Embid providing a lot of energy for the 76ers. He made his mark in a big way on the boards in that quarter. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Here's Oklahoma City. Pass to Holmgren. Nobody near Williams. The three-pointer, no good. Down low. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That one on Williams.
Yeah, really hard to teach that. Nice skill by Martin to finish through the defender.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
I'm in love with how they're moving the basketball all game long, and also their ability to move without the ball. That style just makes it so difficult to defend.
Pass to Maxey. Outside, Martin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
Coaches love Gilgeous-Alexander, and the way that he's working, he's refusing to give in against that kind of airtight defense.
Brett, there can't be any question now that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has arrived as an NBA superstar.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, you finish in the top 3 of MVP voting. That is a stamp of approval. SGA, one of the more feared players in the game, and this guy is on his way.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good. And here's Embid. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. 76ers moving the ball around. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 25 points for Joel Embid.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
It's tipped. Stolen by Dort. Drives to the hoop.
Dort not afraid to use his size and to play with that kind of physicality.
First free throw is good. That one misses. The 76ers leading by 13. Pass to George. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Williams inside. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Well, a solid facilitator that helps that the defense thinks that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to shoot and not pass.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, during that break, Coach Nick Nurse talked to his team. Now, he kept it simple in the huddle. He said, play smart. If we don't beat ourselves, we walk away with the win. Keep it simple, and we got this. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. Holmgren with the steal. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 points here in just the second half. And slam dunk by Maxey.
And Maxey's guys encourage him to attack whenever he can because his first step is so explosive.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
2 minutes.
Back to Embid.
2 minutes.
Outside Gordon. Pass to Maxey. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance to
GG ball.
one more.
Bye.
And what a finish by Maxey with that contact.
GG ball.
That took a lot of guts.
This team has handed a lot of responsibility to Tyrese Maxey, but Greg, he's lived up to it.
and has grown very well into his role with the team, shown that he can be a scorer all over the floor. Amazing to think how far he's come in such a short amount of time.
Embid inside the line. And Holmgren pulls it down. Thunder trailing by 14. Williams fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so one free throw coming up.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And that one falls for Williams. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Good on the shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points in the quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Back to Gordon. And here's George. Shot clock at 5. And then
They're
George
easy, boy.
with the
They're
jam.
easy.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Philadelphia.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Joel Embid.
Well, a consistent intensity is what he brought to the floor here. He hit the glass hard, and he came up with a ton of rebounds.
Pass to George. The three. They get it back. Kicks it out to Maxey. A second chance effort. And Embid lays it in.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He makes the first of 3, and that brings them to within 10. He makes the second free throw, and that brings them within single digits. And so he's good on all 3 free throws, and that brings them within 8. With the floater, it's rebounded by Oklahoma City. So the 76ers win it. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg.